Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number 13 in organic chemistry, in which we have seen unit number 3 chemistry of F block elements, and in our last lecture we have seen details about the electronic configuration of the actinides, and in this lecture we will see general methods of preparation of transuranic elements. That is, first method by neutron capture followed by beta decay, and second one is accelerated projectile bombardment method. So general methods of preparation of transuranic elements. Transuranic elements means man-made elements, or which elements which are prepared in laboratory, and those are which are occurring after uranium, that is neptunium to lawrencium, are called as transuranic elements. So already we know that in the case of periodic table, the actinide series is kept at the bottom of the periodic table, and this is the bunch of 15 elements are called as actinide series. So first method for the preparation of transuranic element, that is neutron capture followed by beta decay. As neutrons are electrically neutral one, there is no any charge on neutrons. They are captured by target nuclei on collision. The synthesis of transuranic elements involves capture of successive neutrons by N-gamma process. Generally, uranium or heavier elements are used as a target nuclei in this process. So the nuclide that is produced from target nucleus by capturing a neutron becomes unstable one and suffers to give beta decay and to produce an element with higher atomic number than uranium. So here, when uranium 92-238, which is bombarded by neutrons N01, we are getting unstable nuclei uranium 92-239 with the emission of gamma particles, and after that unstable nuclei is converted into stable nuclei with the emission of beta particles. Beta particles means nothing but electrons. So here we are getting uranium converted into neptunium, which is higher element, and this is a transuranic element. A general scheme for the production of transuranic element by neutron capture followed by beta decay can be described as follow. So here, when uranium 92-238 undergoes N-gamma, we are getting unstable uranium 92-239. With the beta emission, we are getting neptunium. Further, beta emissions gives rise to plutonium 94-239, which undergoes N-gamma process. We are getting 94-240 plutonium isotope, which is further undergoes N-gamma. We are getting plutonium 94-241. Further N-gamma, we are getting plutonium 94-242. Further, we are getting 94-243 plutonium, which undergoes beta emission. We are getting higher element americium 95-243, which is undergoes N-gamma process. We are getting americium 95-244, and which undergoes beta, we are getting higher element, that is a curium 96-244, which undergoes 5 times N-gamma process. We are getting curium 96-249, and which is further undergoes beta, we are getting berkelium 97-249. Further N-gamma berkelium 97-250, and which undergoes beta emission, we are getting californium 98-250, which undergoes N-gamma, we are getting californium 98-251, and further N-gamma californium 98-252, further 98-253, and after beta emission we are getting einsteinium 99-253, and so on. Lastly we are getting lawrencium. So this is the neutron capture followed by beta decay. Here neutrons are captured by target nuclei and ejectile is a beta particles in each and every step. And what are the limitations of this theory? So the process should be carried with slow or thermal neutrons. The neutrons used in this process are slow or thermal neutrons for effective transformation, as fast neutrons cause non-captured disintegration. If we use fast neutrons, then the reaction does not go ahead. So the process is relatively time consuming and stepwise. In this case we are getting stepwise higher nuclei. The new nuclide formed is with only 1 unit higher atomic number. Only 1 unit higher we can go. Hence the desired or heavier transuranic element cannot be obtained in single step. Various steps will be carried out. The neutrons are made available by some other nuclear reactions, and these neutrons will bombarded on target nuclei to get the higher nuclei. So these are the some limitations of neutron capture followed by beta decay process. Then second one, that is accelerated projectile bombardment process. So here accelerated projectile means here machines are used. Synchrotrons, cyclotrons, such machines are used to bombard the neutrons on the target nucleus. So the method of synthesis of transuranic element is relatively more convenient by using this process. Here common projectiles used are alpha particles, protons, deuterons, etc. These particles are charged, hence get repelled from electric field of target used. To avoid this barrier, they are energized by increasing their velocities in devices like cyclotron, synchrotron, synchrocyclotron, betatron, heliac, etc. Instruments are used to bombard these alpha particles, protons, deuterons on the target nucleus. So such energized particles easily penetrate the target nucleus and cause the nuclear transmutations. So the important nuclear processes are listed below. That is, first one, alpha N reactions. When uranium 92-238 bombarded by alpha particles and ejectile is a neutrons, we are getting plutonium 94-41, that is 2 number higher. Then americium 95 converted into berkelium 97 by using this process. Then einsteinium into mendelevium. Then another type is alpha 2n reactions. Americium 95 converted into berkelium 97-43. Similarly, curium 96-41 converted into californium 98-43 by alpha 2n reaction. When we carried out alpha 3n, uranium 92-33 converted into plutonium 94-34. Bombarded alpha and ejectile is 3 neutrons. Alpha 4n process, uranium 92-33 converted into plutonium 94-33. Alpha 5n process, uranium 92-38 converted into plutonium 94-37. And alpha 7n, uranium 92-35 converted into plutonium 94-32 isotope. Then alpha proton 3n process. So here bombarded is alpha particle and ejectiles are protons and 3 neutrons. So uranium 92-35 bombarded by alpha particles, we are getting neptunium 93-35 along with protons and 3 neutrons. Then alpha p reactions, bombarded alpha particles and ejectile is protons. So here curium 96-44 converted into berkelium 97-47. Then deuteron n reaction, when uranium 92-35 bombarded by deuterons, we are getting neptunium and neutrons. Then deuteron 2n, when uranium 92-38 bombarded by deuterons, we are getting neptunium 93-38 along with 2 neutrons. Similarly, deuteron 3n, californium 98-49 bombarded by deuterons, we are getting einsteinium and 3 neutrons. So by using these techniques we can prepare higher nuclei. So this is the technique is called as accelerated projectile bombardment method. So these are the methods are used to prepare transuranic elements. So thank you all of you for listening this video.